Imagine this. Your life is like a garden, and you are the only gardener of that garden. Every morning when you wake up, seeds are placed in your hands. These seeds are your thoughts, actions, decisions, and dreams. How you cultivate this garden depends entirely on your choices. The important question is this: what kind of seeds are you planting today? Are you chasing the life others expect from you or the success society has defined? Now is the time to stop living by someone else's standards and start planting seeds for the life you truly desire. Life is made up of the choices we make each day. Whether big or small, those decisions eventually shape who we become. Greatness and failure don't arrive by chance. The future depends on which seeds we choose to plant and nurture every moment. Growth doesn't happen naturally. It takes consistent effort, intentional practice, and an unshakable passion. Success isn't complicated. Even on days you want to give up or fear failure, it's simply about making the decision to keep moving forward. These simple yet persistent choices are what bring transformation. Ask yourself honestly, am I deliberately designing my life, or am I just reacting to circumstances? Most people don't design their lives, they simply respond to what happens around them. But you are different. You have the power to create a new reality right now, in this moment. The greatest power we hold is in the choices we make every day. Do you clearly know what you truly want? If not, you'll end up being swept away by the noise around you. The expectations of parents, the judgment of friends, and society's standards often pull us away from our essence. That's why clarity is essential. Ask yourself every morning, why am I doing this? And before making any important decision, ask, will this bring me closer to my dream? These simple questions reduce unnecessary confusion and sharpen your focus. When your direction is clear, life becomes less overwhelming. Clarity is like a compass. It keeps you from getting lost. Our thoughts can be our strongest weapon or our worst enemy. Negative thinking paralyzes us, magnifies fear, and limits our potential. On the other hand, positive thinking helps us move forward and gives us the courage to overcome even the most impossible-looking obstacles. That's why training your mindset is critical. Each night before sleeping, vividly imagine your success. Just like Olympic athletes visualize their performance, mentally experience your victory in advance. And when failure comes, don't see it as the end. It's simply feedback for your next step. Also, be mindful of who you spend time with. If you're surrounded by people who constantly complain and make excuses, they might be silently draining your motivation. Who you spend your time with directly influences who you become. Habits are the invisible structure of our lives. Small daily choices stack up and shape our future. Good habits become a solid palace, while bad habits eventually become a prison. Take a moment to write down your current habits and ask yourself, what kind of person will I become in 10 years if I continue this way? Improving just 1% a day leads to a 37x improvement over a year. Small changes bring big results. You don't have to start with something huge. Just say, I'll do it for 2 minutes. For example, say, I'll just work out for 2 minutes. Once you start, you often go 30 minutes or more. The hardest part is starting. But once you begin, your body and mind naturally follow. Success is not a coincidence. It is the result of consistent action and strong habits. If we don't have a reason to live, a purpose, life becomes a boat drifting aimlessly. It's tossed by the wind with no idea where it's going. That's why it's so important to discover your why. What makes you feel angry or frustrated with the world? What ignites passion in you? If you disappeared today, what would the world miss? And the most important question, if your name were remembered with just one sentence, what would you want it to be? That sentence hides your purpose. Just remember, purpose isn't fixed. As you grow, your purpose can evolve too. What matters is that you live with awareness of that purpose every day. Your life is a blank canvas. What kind of picture will you paint on it today? The world doesn't need more followers who blindly obey. It needs bold leaders who take charge of their own lives. And that leader isn't someone far away, it's you. So ask yourself one last question. What kind of seed am I planting right now? Change is not some distant dream. Everything starts with a decision in this moment. Today's small actions shape tomorrow, and those tomorrows come together to create a completely different life. Your future is in your hands, right here, right now. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and consider me your friend. I hope my words help shift your thoughts towards something more positive and that they become an opportunity for you to learn how to live a better life. We're all human, and we should never stop learning.